The thing is that we are getting into a pear-shaped demography where by 2025, I think, half of us would be above 50 years of age. Okay. That means half of this country would be tending towards being old. There are various reasons for it. Procreation is not the only reason. Better health facilities, better living conditions, better access to open areas for the youth. More towns getting developed, so going away from pollution. So it is increasing our age. Also, we would have created a record of sorts. By 2025, we would have beaten our only enemy in the population race, China, and would probably be 1.6 billion. Now, under this backdrop, there was this question: do Indian cities include its elderly in its public spaces? Why should we worry about the elders? We have a joint family. If I were to ask you right now, how many of you have joint families? Probably 2 or 3 hands will go up. Probably the current set of students don't even understand the concept of a joint family. So that is breaking down because of urbanization. There are other sectors of economy which involves people moving to other areas. As a live example, I live in Noida. My son works out of Bangalore and Texas. So it cannot be a joint family. It has to become a nuclear kind of a thing. Now it has impacted the traditional notion of care of the elderly. In a joint family, the old person would become old. He will get down to the charpoi. You will also need to know what charpoi means. So you'll be on the bed. Somebody will take care. Some grandchild will come running and offer a piece of orange which he is eating. So the old person is happy. The old person needs help. There is some daughter-in-law, some son. So that joint thing is over. It has also impacted the unconditional respect and power and authority of elders. Now we say, "Arey wo butta marta nahi hai." 50 years back, one would say, "Dadaji ke pahunch ho." Now there is no Dadaji at all. Okay. Since it's nuclear family, there is going to be psychological health problems also. Okay. Obviously, there are changing values. We value our mobile more than valuing healthy food. We value pizza more than our parothas. We value Pepsi more than Ruh Afza. So obviously, it goes on to the family also. Also, the aspiration of the younger generation. You want to have a BMW, you want to have a Volvo at any cost. Also, steadily the family size is going down. I remember my father used to have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. I remember having 2 sisters. I still remember, I still don't have Alzheimer's. But my son will remember having 2 cousin brothers. So that is the change we are looking at. And it's not that the world is not aware of it. As back as 82, people realize that many people are going to grow old because of various reasons. Life expectation is increasing. So in 82, there was an assembly in Vienna. 91, United Nations Principle for Older Persons. They had guiding principles because they realized that people were not independent anymore, the old ones. They were not getting participation in society. Nobody was taking care of them. Dignity was going for a 6. Then in 1991, it was declared Society for All Ages. 4 dimensions were given to it. 2002, finally, the Madrid International Plan of Action on Aging, which had 3 major pillars. Older persons in their development, advancing health and well-being into old age, ensuring, enabling and supporting and providing supportive environment. That was very important. What has India done for it? In fact, India is one of the first countries which has thought about the old people. We feel very strongly because our roots are very strong. We would still rather take care of our elder at home than sending him or her to an old person's home. Okay. Even our constitution, the Constitution of India provides in its Article 41, old age security, social security, old age pension, old age, planning for the old people. What are the problems that we are facing? Poverty, income insecurity, illiteracy, age-related morbidity, feminization, dependency on others, decreasing support base amongst the next generation. Visual issues. Obviously, something which as a student I never realized, but as I saw my elders growing old and leaving the body, I found that they shortened. Then I also started seeing it with other people, old people around, and later on I came to know that the human body shrinks by almost 50 mm between the age of 50 and 80. Ultimately, it has to wear off and fall prey to various diseases which are specific to old age. And once we are aware of this, we must know what are the problems that they face. It's difficult to hear high frequency sounds like bells and alarms. We have rigid joints. There is a mobility problem. Skin becomes drier. Renal functions, incontinence and frequent urination. There is an old man in a public area, he or she will require toilet much earlier than a youthful person. Impaired vision is there. At night, you may not be able to see, even if you got very healthy food for the last 80 years. There are dramatic psychological changes, depression, anxiety, anger, sleep disorders that can lead to substance abuse. Then there are these social changes. A lot of people get emotionally disturbed when they hear the word retired. Okay? They feel they will be reduced or no income, too much of time at hand. It also leads to abuse and carelessness at home because there is no real joint family. And there is enormous psychological and emotional burden. However, elders continue to be vital, alert, sensitive. They have capacities for emotional and social relationships which remain unchecked throughout their life.